Namaskar, I am Prakash, Astrologer, presenting you Virgo's general overview for the year 2022. If your Virgo is your moon sign, if your Virgo is your ascendant, your rising sign, the whole prediction will apply to you. Virgo, if your moon sign is Virgo, if your rising sign is Virgo, if your Lagna is Virgo, the whole general overview's prediction will apply to you. Virgo, the start of the year, if you say Varsh Kundli, your yearly chart has been defected by Kalsarap Yoga. So first 4 months from January till April, you will have experienced some effect regarding Kalsarap Yoga, which are these type of effect. Effect number one, you'll go through you'll have a lot of family rows and conflicts with your own family members. Even that rows or conflict you might experience with your friends. You need a serious one. Second part is there will be a lot of health issue linked with back, linked with blood, lower abdomen. And third part, there will be invisible conflict between you and your life partner. There's a lot of, may I say, detachment factor. And sometimes you can be all over the place. Sometimes there are a lot of domestic situation develop you have to handle. If you are mentally preparing for change of place or regarding your job, profession, career, or you are thinking to move on, think very thoroughly. Please be very careful. First 4 months, you have to be extra careful, on guard, on alert. Virgo general overview for 2022. This coming year, may I say the whole year is very productive. If I say so, this particular year is very unique and you will work hard to attain your goal this year. Virgo is metaphorically you're carrying literally a sword into the battle. This is the year you are challenging the challenges, and you will be able to overcome any challenge with your dire determination and discipline, dedication and drive. Virgo, if you are working in IT sector, if you're working in if you are doing any kind of research, and this particular year can be very useful. If you're doing in a research project, if you're working in IT sector, this particular year, the whole year, professionally can be very useful year for the whole year. This year, Virgo, the need to find livelihood which matches your ambition and natural ability is overwhelming and sometimes very irritating factor. Virgo, in this coming year 2022, you'll make a good artist, as a good performance artist. If you're an actor, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you have any issue, if you have working for art, fashion designing, if you're working as a IT consultant, if you're working as a interior decorative designer, if you're working as an architect, if you're working as an actor, musician, if you're working as a researcher, if you're working in the IT sector, if you're working as a software developer, if you're working as a financial accountant or consultant, this whole year is yours. You will prove to be very fine as consultant. You'll achieve name and fame and establishment. You'll be able to lead. As a manager, as a leader, you will be outstanding this year. Virgo, in this coming year 2022, you will achieve great success, honor, fame in the whole year. Your own efforts will give you dignified results, help you to overcome any kind of obstacles and make you very successful. Virgo, you will be very serious and you'll be highly successful. You'll be established in this coming year 2022. Virgo, in this coming year 2022, your marriage window has been open since it will be open, not has been open, it will be open from, it is going to open from April 2022 until April 2023. So 1 year your marriage window is going to open. So if you are single, ready to mingle, this is a time for moving on. Virgo, in this coming year 2022, you can be very much possessive in love. You will have an excellent companionship and you'll find a very good match. Your romantic partner are likely to be older than you, but romance is a very serious business for you, but they can produce a lot more pain than than player. That's the only issue. Virgo, it will be difficult for you to get romantically involved with someone without feeling an obligation, but you will do. This year, Virgo, health problem may found with the liver or fat metabolism or allergies. You're likely to suffer from a lot of issue regarding your lungs. If there are any sharp pain or dull pain in your body, then must go and see your doctor. Virgo, this coming year 2022, may I say from 29th of December 2021 till 6th of March 2022. During this time period, this mostly indicate troubled personal life. During this time period, you must try and avoid getting involved in any kind of arguments with your family members. This is not a conducive period for you to be headstrong, highly opinionated, overreactions in all the situation. You have to be very careful when you're dealing with family members and friends. You have to be extra careful when you're handling your loved one, please. Virgo, from 24th of March till 8th of April 2022, this time period, this particular time period, you would be happy and successful in all your undertaking. Professionally, a very good period could be expected as well. You would be able to finish off the work given to you successfully on time. All the assignment will be completed on time. Happiness at home is also indicated during this phase of time. You could also expect to meet someone very special, interesting during this phase of time. Virgo, in this coming year 2022, may I say from 16th of July till 31st of July, this indicate achievement, monetary gain. This period is likely to bring financial gain for you. You may expect receiving higher monetary gains from different sources. Your personal undertaking, business, investment are likely to bring in higher financial gain, rewards for you, more profit. If you are professional and employed, you're likely to be more successful during this phase of time. You're likely to be prosperous in your field of activity, especially this particular phase of time. Virgo, in this coming year 2022, from 31st of July till 20th of August, this time period, you may have to spend more than expected in order to live a comfortable life. Stay away from any kind of litigation. This may also cause you some kind of financial loss. Moreover, you have to work extra hard to accomplish any task undertaken by you. You have to be aware of any enemy. Stay away out their way in order to avoid any kind of a humiliation. Virgo, in this coming year 2000, may I say, from 20th of August 2022 till 26th of October 2022, this brings you some negative results. This mostly brings in situation where you have to serve someone unwillingly. Be careful. You also expected to face oppression of some kind. You have to take care of. Sometimes people are very, very unsympathetic regarding their word or speech toward you. Keeping a low profile, doing your very best with your task given to you. The only way you can escape out of this situation. You may also have to watch out and avoid any kind of unnecessary expenditure. Be careful. Virgo, in this coming year, may I say, from 26th of October till 13th of November 2022, this signify financial gain, growth of income, especially if you are a banker, if you are an IT consultant, if you are a middleman, if you are a salesperson. This period will also bring in happiness to you in the form of success in upgrading your knowledge, ability, skill set, upgrading your learning as well. This period will also bring in a companionship of good people, opportunity to achieving something dignified and good. Saturn effect for Virgo for the coming year 2022. Saturn represents our job, profession, career. Saturn represents our living. Saturn represents our status. Saturn represents our income resources. Saturn gives us financial backing, our status regarding wealth, our status regarding our employment. If you're a self-employed, if you're working for a company, if you're a businessman, Saturn represents all kind of scenarios, the environment of your living. If you're working as a taxi driver, if you're leading a company as a CEO, if you're a business tycoon, Saturn say yes. End of the day, anybody who work for their living, Saturn will give you the environment, the scenario, the situation, the environment you're working under, that particular, your status in society. Saturn decide that. So Saturn's effect for Virgo in 2022, From 29th of April 2022 till 12th of July 2020, Saturn will be transiting in 6th house for Virgo. Paya of Saturn will be copper. And so, Virgo, you'll go through lots of obstacles, delays, stumbling blocks, hardships, struggleful situations in order to accomplish your income resources. There will be great improvement in your health, and you'll come across lots of financial, professional opportunities at the same time. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. You will feel that your project will be on hold. Sometimes you feel stuck, blocked, not going anywhere. Sometimes you feel that life is like a traffic jam. There will be rise in expenditure and few hassles. You go through quite a few. You must look after your health and well-being. More you become determined, more you become successful. At this time, may I say, this particular phase of time, you'll go through many obstacles, delays in relationship. Be aware of any accident and mishappenings. Saturn transit in 6th house mostly signify one hand gives you financial gain. This particular period will see you settling all your outstanding bills, debts, dues. The flow of money will be smooth, generally more than you would expect. You'll buy a land or house. Some of you also consider building a house or land already you own, or redecorating or refurbishing the whole building again. This time you will also see winning over or defeating your enemies. Health will be good. You will be at peace with yourself. Both professionally, socially, these are good time. Some of you also find an older person exceptionally supportive. Friends will be helpful, more sympathetic than ever. This period could be good for romance. Married people will enjoy harmony, happiness, pleasure. May I say, lovers can look forward for many deeply emotional experiences. Those expecting a child may welcome a new member in the family. Your relative will also be supportive and happy with you during this particular planetary position. This is a critical time in your development. When Saturn leaves this house and crosses 7th house, your effort to attain the goal and ambition will begin to bear definite fruit if you have handled this house very properly. Even if you have not received much recognition for your effort in the past 5 years, you will begin to receive it then. Saturn's effect for Virgo. From 12th July 2022 till 17th of January 2023, Saturn will take the back gear, step back, going back from 6th house to the 5th house. So you will face many complications, delays in achieving your objective. There will be few secret tension which you wouldn't want to share with anybody. You got to deal with your family relationship related matter very carefully. Refrain from any living family arguments and conflict. There will be rise in expenditure, health complication. Time to time you will come across financial opportunity for your property, joint venture, project, business ideas, land related investment. You got to be very careful about your anger, about your ego, about your behavior, about your conduct, about your dealing, about your word of speech. Be careful. Virgo, I'm going to define the transit effect of Jupiter. Transit of Jupiter contribute in our life, knowledge, ability, skill set, also contribute towards our life, marriage, relationship, and birth of a child. So transit of Jupiter in the 6th house. Jupiter is already in transiting 6th house. It's already started since November 2021. It will carry on till 13th of April 2022. This is a very good time for any kind of work, fulfilling your duties, contributing towards your personal growth. This transit indicates good health. Very often the demand of this house come to in conflict with your own personal growth, especially freedom. This is also a house of fulfilling your duties, responsibility and service. You can make a progression in the world precisely because of these matters, where you realize this. Work is worship. Work have to be fulfilled and enjoyable to you now, giving you sense of purpose, sense of structure, sense of belonging to yourself. Quite often, this comes about through an improved job situation, better working condition, even a new job with better pay or opportunity for self-fulfillment. But you are not likely to advance a position of greater power or standing currently. This is a period of work that you will achieve the most satisfaction simply by doing the work as well as you can do to the highest possible standard. You are quite ready to take even more work if you can. Even though you probably won't be promoted, you will certainly gain the esteem of your superior of those under you, which will ultimately put you into good position. This is usually an excellent period for health because Jupiter gives you strength and vitality. You do have to be very careful about gaining weight. You do have to be extremely cautious and careful about what you want to accomplish. You have to be make sure you have to be highly motivated to achieve your best. Transit of Jupiter in 7th house, starting from 13th of April 2022, carry on till 22nd of April 2023 for 1 year. So from 13th of April 2022, carry on till 22nd April 2023. Transit of Jupiter in 7th house. When the Jupiter transit in 7th house, your marriage window will be open for next 12 months. This bring in good time to yourself. You may expect a enjoyment, bodily, material comfort, and exotic cuisines, acquiring property, pass your leisure time being entertained, even expecting to be honored by higher authority. During this time period, your intimate one-to-one encounter with other people can show you aspect of yourself, of the world around you. By and large, this transit favor and the formation and maintenance of all kind of partnership, including your marriage relationship. Although this transit by itself does not especially indicate a relationship, but it will give you all kind of relationship. It only not limited to only marriage, but all kind of joint venture and relationship. But marriage will work very well during this time period. You'll make a marriage. But during this particular transit, when Jupiter transit in 7th house, you will encounter people for personal reasons, for professional reasons. You will encounter a lot of people who can help you out in various ways. You can fulfilling your professional goals and personal goals. You approach in all relationship with the idea that you and the other person should help each other to accomplish something dignified. You're not inclined to go it alone now, no. You would be well advised not to. You are very much need of another person. Jupiter bring the another person's in your life. Not like Jupiter will consider you a weak individual. No. Jupiter need to bring another person in your life, because if you need a doctor, if you need a consultant, if you need a problem shooter, if you need a lawyer, if you need any consultant, or you need a personal counselor, Jupiter will bring you there. Yes. If you need a companion, if you need a partner, if you need a wife, if you need a husband, there. If you say, I need to be recognized for my knowledge, ability, skill set, yes, somebody will be there. Yes. Jupiter coming to the 7th house, if you have to go to court this time, especially in civil suit, outcome should be favorable. It is also important to make sure that you have every angle covered. Do not take this transit for granted, for you might overlook some details that might trip you up. Be careful. You will marry under this transit if you can. The proposal will be there. Your partner is likely to be slightly older than you, who has established themselves in this world. Your respect for this person is one of the main factors that attracts you. This is a sign of person who have more experience, more wisdom, philosophical minded. Yes. Rahu Ketu give us previous life's karma's effect in this life. Positive karma's effect as success, rewards, achievements, name, fame, power. Negative karma's effect in this life is agony, stumbling blocks, living argument or conflict, flops, failures, loss of status, no status at all, too many financial problems, too many health problems, crisis, living like a hell. Rahu Ketu's effect for Virgo in 2022. Rahu's transiting in 8th house, starting from 17th of March till 17th of March 2022 till 29th of November 2023. When the Rahu transit in 8th house, not very favorable position for career. This influence of Rahu will giving you major obstruction, test your fiber thoroughly, and test your knowledgeability in finances, and give you a lot of setbacks. Avoid changes in your job and profession. Don't make any significant changes. There is a possibility of getting unexpected inheritance or sudden gain. Professional qualified people achieving overseas and multinational posting or project, but you will be not very comfortable. During this time period, even if you work hard, you will not get the due reward and you will have to struggle. You got to watch your word of speech and refrain from too much bitterness. Ketu transit in second house from 17th of March till 29th of November 2023. This mostly signifies loss of wealth for you. Your expenses are likely to soar. There could be also a theft in your house. If you're suffering from chronic disease, extreme care must be taken. There will be dissatisfaction related to your personally, professionally. Emotional tension will affect you. You must avoid taking loans during this phase of time. During this time period, moons are waning. You may suffer from a lot of physical issues as well as mental issues. I hope you like this general overview report for Virgo for the yearly. If you like the report, give us a like and be our subscriber of our YouTube channel. For a lot more content, we can present you weekly, monthly, yearly. So this particular year 2022, for more in-depth horoscope report and information and solution and task precaution chanting for this coming year, and also prediction about Virgos for your job, for your profession, your career, your romantic relationship, your marriage, your health, your education. For in-depth report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the yearly horoscope report from my website. Implement the report and achieve your best. And be our subscriber. And please don't forget to give us a like, please. Thank you. Wish you all the best.